Yo, what's up, everybody? We are here just in time. Hope everybody had a great day. I had a long day, so I got me a little reward for myself. Just waiting on my co-host to get on the live so we can go live. Oh man, see our guests just join in. All right, Mike, we can have you in there in a little bit, Mr. Michael Lawrence. And just waiting on Shady to jump on real quick. Let's see what we got in here. No. Hope everybody had a great week. Should put some music on for you guys. I look pissed. What's up, man? What's up, Billy? What's up, Jesus?
Dude,
What's up, man? Somebody
can you hear me?
Somebody in the comments said I look pissed, bro.
Can you hear me?
That made me mad. Yeah, I can hear you. And that made me mad. Lucky I know that fool.
He owns. No, I'm just playing.
So what's up, man? You ready to start this show?
So I have a question. How much does a polar bear weigh?
Oh, I know this one. Hold on. Give me a second. Damn it, I forgot. Okay, go ahead.
Enough to break the ice. Anyways, this
it!
is the Dark
I knew
Truth
it!
Podcast. We're here Wednesday, 8 o'clock Central Standard Time with me, Shady J, and my awesome co-host, Johnny Blades.
What's up, man? What's up, man?
I just wanted to, I don't know, I wanted to start it like that.
That's good. That's good. I like it. I like it.
Right?
No, all freestyle. I was gonna say enough to break the iceberg, but I'm like, that's the Titanic.
Oh, you had to say it was ice, bro.
Oh shit.
Anyways.
Oh man. Well, we got a little audience growing right now, man.
How many we got in here?
We got 7. We got 7.
Nice.
Good stuff.
Mine says 3, so you know.
Yeah. It's all good, man. Dude, how was your day? Oh man, you're making me feel bad. I have mine in my garage.
Dude, I'm not trying to make you feel bad, bro. Those little fucking cans don't fit in these anyways. You know, it's like wearing a fucking
What you mean? This is the 16 ounce.
Oh, that's the fatty?
That's the fatty, baby.
Oh,
I call it the thicky thicks.
Oh, not the thicky. This just depends on who's measuring. Thank you, Clayton. Yeah, that does make sense.
Yeah.
Dude, okay.
Yeah.
So, sorry, you asked me how my day was. It was pretty good. It was decent. I did 3 appointments. Well, 4, I guess, if you count the eyebrow. But did 2 doors on a brow, then a little Sonic that I went live on TikTok at first, and then got banned, and then went on fucking Facebook. But so anyways, then did 2 doors and brow on a Grand Highlander, which I didn't even know was a thing.
Like, oh yes, it's like the regular Highlander, but it's just more grand.
Yeah, more shit. Like, more grands. Yeah, you just spend more thousands of dollars on it. That's it. That's the only thing I'm sure that's the difference. That's the only difference.
That's another
for sure.
That should be a joke. That should be a joke alone. Like, you know, I call it the Highlander Grand because it costs a couple more grand.
Exactly.
There you go. There you go. Dude.
Hey, yo. Hey, fool.
All right.
How was your
day? Ask me about my day. Again, though.
How was your day?
Yeah. You want to know? You really want to know? And
Is it good?
And you know, and I've been having this guy like that. Are you sure about that? Are you sure about that?
You sure?
Are you sure about that?
Sure about
man,
that?
Today was great, man. I'll tell you a little bit. It started yesterday. I had a really bad day yesterday. And it was the first time in a long time that I've like sucked so bad, and like I had to tell the subcontractor, yo, you know what? Today's not working out for me. I got there late because I was just trying to be there. They just needed a presence there. Like, hey, I know you're coming in Wednesday, but can you come in Tuesday? Because we got this guy here. He wants to hook up the cashier. For you guys who don't, I don't know. I know there's a lot of rich people on here. So it's a store called Johnny Was. First time to me hearing it. I like the name. So it's called a Johnny Was store, WAS. And I was so they had a little cashier, and they wanted me to do the window that the cashier is going to go in there, so they can go ahead and start, wiring everything up for the cashier. So they needed me Tuesday. I had to move some appointments around and blah blah blah. And I feel it was just too forced. I think I forced myself to do it. Like it was just too forced.
Yeah, kind of like rushed. You kind of rushed into it and didn't know. You didn't plan ahead and shit.
So I burnt I burnt a lot of film, and for all you Hooper dealers, I burnt about 50 feet of ceramic 70. So y'all can do the math. Hold on.
Yeah.
Hold on real quick.
Uh-oh. Yo, thanks everybody for watching tonight. We really appreciate it. If you would share this, we'd appreciate it in other groups. If you could, comment some questions if you want to ask some questions. We're gonna have Michael Lawrence on tonight. I know Johnny's taking care of something right now, but yeah, if you have any questions for us or for Michael, tell us how your day's going. How's your Wednesday been leading up to this show? Why do you like watching anything?
Oh. Sorry, we had a...
Yeah, I know.
We had a Vicente interference.
Oh, shit.
He's like, no, Daddy, no.
He's like, excuse me, let me get in here.
Yeah.
I'd see him pop in. Hey.
So yeah, man, I burnt a little bit of film.
Little bit.
Back. Yeah, a little bit. It's a lot. But I just had enough to finish. Good thing I bought a little bit extra to finish the project, and very proud of the team. We came through, and we accomplished it. Came through, man. Finished it off strong, man. And it felt so. I felt so pressured, but I was like, you know what? This is gonna train me for the IWFCT.
Right.
Like, people are gonna be like waiting for me to finish so they can come into their heat.
Hell yeah.
Or there's gonna be people watching me, and I just felt like I was in my little natural environment, dude.
Yeah.
I just kept going. It was an R&R. It was an R&R, and we got it done.
Fuck yeah.
We're past the 10-minute mark. We need to let our guest come in.
Do you want to bring him on now? We can.
Yeah, let's get him in here.
Everybody, Michael Lawrence.
Oh, hold on. He doesn't. I don't know if he has a public. It won't let me add him.
He said it was public, so.
Okay. Michael, send me the request again because it's not. I have it. You might have to bounce in and bounce back out real quick.
Are you friends with him?
We're on the Dark Truth.
Yeah. Does he follow? That's what I meant. Sorry. Does he follow? I know he follows the page. He has to.
Yes.
Oh no. Dude, so I did this week, not gonna lie, I did 2-3 side jobs, which was nice. Made some extra coin. You know,
nice.
Did a 05 Corvette. It was a convertible. I was like, fuck yeah. I was like, let's go.
There we go.
But that can wait.
Yeah, we'll wait on that. All right, we're adding on here.
Yes. I'm on the other side.
Hey guys.
Go.
How's it going, Mr. Michael?
What's up, guys? What's going on?
What's up,
Nothing
bro?
much, man. It's just another day.
Long day, man. Long day. So
talk to us about it.
He said, as long as his hair, bro.
Man, listen, I'm out of here. See you later. No, I'm just playing. No, it's just long day, man. I got to the shop like 7 o'clock this morning, 7:30, and as soon as one of my clients showed up at 9 to drop her car off, and from 9 to 10:15, I had 4 people come in and 4 phone calls.
Yeah.
So that's 8 consultations you have to do, because I'm a little bit different. If you call me trying to get a price, some shops that call, hey, what do you charge for my 2022 Honda Accord? They're like 175 out the door. Okay, thank you very much. You call me, we're having a 15-minute conversation.
Yeah.
So yeah, because I'm going to explain all the film. Wait a minute, hold on, my Bluetooth isn't working. I wonder, can I still get the Bluetooth to work? Or
Should be able to. Uh-oh.
Well, that was Michael, everybody. No, I'm just kidding.
He'll come back in here.
Yeah.
Dude, that's so true, man. I guess I mean I don't know yet, but I'm willing. Like I want to guess. He probably works by himself, and I work by myself.
No,
You work for
he
yourself.
works for himself, but he's got employees. Like
Gotcha,
I've been on the phone. Yeah, I've been on the phone with him when he's been talking to his employees and stuff, and I'm like, fuck yeah, bro. Like, people around the shop and shit. Billy said old people and cell phones.
Bro has 2,900 followers. You know that, right? On
Who?
Facebook. My man, Mike Lawrence.
Oh shit. I mean,
there you go.
There we go.
There we go.
Okay, I can't really hear you guys though. I don't know what's.
Can you hear us now?
I can hear you a little bit, but I don't understand what's.
Turn up your volume just a little bit.
Turn up the volume on the phone.
I did. It's up as high as it'll go. Hold on a second. Yeah, it's up as high as it'll go.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Fine. But it's just shady.
Damn it.
What's the microphone thing? What is that?
So don't press the one with the star. You want to make sure that the one on the other side is moving up and down whenever you talk.
Oh, as I see is it has a microphone on that. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you
great. We can hear you perfect.
Well, this piece of shit. Whatever. Anyway, I guess we'll have to do this thing. Whatever.
Oh,
anyway.
Yeah. So the earbuds aren't working? So, the Bluetooth connected?
Yeah, the Bluetooth is connected.
It's connected to the headset.
I don't know. Maybe it doesn't work when it's on. Beats the hell out of me. I don't know. I can't figure it out. So
I don't know either.
Could be your volume setting from the
swipe down. You got an iPhone?
No, I got a Samsung 23.
I have no knowledge.
How about media output?
Sounds about right.
Right. Brett. Oh, there you go.
Don't he said output my media.
All right, don't press that again.
Okay, so while we get this settled, does anybody have any questions?
Nobody's gonna have questions. We're waiting for him.
Yeah, no, I'm just saying though. Like, got a couple seconds, bro.
I know, man. You have another joke up your sleeve? Oh, there it goes.
No, I don't.
You know what's funny is that it's good that we do co-hosting, because imagine by yourself.
Oh, dude, be terrified, dog.
I can hear.
All right.
I'm good. I can hear you now.
Okay, sweet. Yes, let's fucking go, baby.
Okay. Sorry. So anyway, yeah, we have you call me, we were having a 15-minute conversation because the first thing, and it seems like every phone call, first of all, you guys know where I'm at. I'm in Martinsville, Virginia.
Yeah, I didn't even know. Martinsville, Virginia. I had no, dude, is that? I swear to God, I thought you were like in California or something for some reason.
No.
Like, and then when you said Eastern today, I was like, holy shit, he's on the East Coast?
Well, see, it's a long story how I ended up here in Martinsville, but
right.
Well, I'll tell you about that situation. But you know what else is here in Martinsville?
Nope.
This is like ground zero for the window film industry, because you have Eastman Chemical or Eastman Performance Films is here. They have two plants here. They have it used to be called CP Films, which is the old Cortals Performance Film, which Cortals at one time owned Lumar. They bought Lumar They were the first ones to buy Lumar because it used to be just Lumar, and then it went to Cortogs, and then it went to Solutia, and then to Eastman. So, but then and then you have the old Martinsville processing, which is now Commonwealth Laminating.
Yeah.
So, and then okay, they're about 2 miles from me, and then you also have the headquarters for the International Window Film Association. They're here also, and then
that's true.
Yeah,
Yeah.
window. They're like right down the street.
So this is like a window tint hub, basically.
Yeah.
It is. So when you see people in the groups and they're saying, "Well, yeah, 3M makes blah 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 or blah 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 blah," and you see me chime in and I say, "No, Eastman Chemical makes 3M's film." I do. Not only have a lot of my clients. I have some old retired clients that are way up on the ladder. Or each work for Eastman, but also I probably do 2 or 3 Eastman employees a week. So if I tell you, I know what's going on. You know what I mean? I'm in Martinsville.
You're like in Roswell, well, in the area 51 to the window tinter.
Yeah.
Like you're in that
the area, the place that people don't really think about, and then when they ask about it, they don't fucking believe you because they're like, "How the fuck do you know, dude?" And it's like, I'm telling you truthfully that I know this, and they're like, "Oh, dude, you don't know shit." That's the most annoying shit.
That's right. Yeah. Right, and then it's not like and anybody that knows me knows I'm a lot of things, but a thief and a liar I'm not. I'm not going to tell you something, or I'm not going to repeat something if I don't absolutely unequivocally know that it's correct. I don't. I can make my own self look like an asshole. I don't need any help doing that. You know what I mean? I can do that all myself. So, but yeah, and it's funny because I've gotten some pretty bad arguments over there, and then finally I'm just like, bro, did you look at my profile? Do you know where I am?
Right.
Do you know? I mean, there's a point, but yeah, and how I got here was long story, bro. Good story. It's a good story, and if you got 10 minutes or so later, I'll tell you about it. We
have more than 10 minutes right now, dude.
Oh, first off, anyway, so I go in and spill people with the consultations like that. So people are like, "Yeah, can you tell me how much charge?" The first thing out of my mouth is, "Yes, well, to whom am I speaking?" Because you always want to ask who you're talking to. You know what I mean?
Hold on, Mr. Mike. We got Billy. Want to ask some questions. He says, "What's his go-to tool? Do you know any rich men north of Richmond, Commonwealth?"
That's a song that just came out, dude.
He sent me a copy of it.
One more. He says no NDAs. Want to make sure I get to all the questions. It says Arizona, California, Virginia, all means.
Don't entertain
turn the camera
Billy
off,
right now.
I like entertaining Billy though, bro.
Entertaining Billy. He's gonna spam. He's gonna spam so many comments now, bro.
Oh, he just said Gila for some reason. I think it's an inside joke.
I love Billy.
Dude,
oh man,
Billy is a great fucking man, dude.
It says
I'll tell you what.
Rodney McClure says before that is the Insul film.
Insul film. What is that?
Insul film. Insul film. I don't know, bro. My English is messed up, so I might be reading these things off wrong. But anyway, I was just trying to
Insul film.
Oh, you're good. You're good. Yeah, so anyway, and I always ask the people, who I'm speaking to. That's the first thing I ask is, what's your name? So, or whatever. And then I'm like, hey, I introduce myself, whatever. And I ask them, they tell me what kind of car, blah, 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 blah. And I said, okay, do you know what type of film you want? And it's to the point, it got to the point where every time somebody, oh, well, yeah, I want it dark. And I'm like, no, I don't mean that. I don't mean what darkness you want. Do you know what the different types of film that are available? And then probably 9 out of 10 people are like, no. And I always ask this, man. I always ask like, well, are you just checking prices? And they're like, yeah. And I'm like, okay, well, have you called any other shops? And they're like, yeah. And I was like, has anybody explained the films to you, or they just give you a price? And every time it's like,
dude.
Give me a price. Just give me a price.
Okay. Let's role play it.
I'm a huge fan of the way that he does it because I do it the exact same way, bro.
Okay,
I don't
okay.
just tell you
I
a
don't know
price,
it,
dude.
I don't know it, bro. Can I role play?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Just
Can I role
absolutely.
play? Can I role play?
Okay.
All right,
bring,
ready?
bring,
Go ahead.
bring,
I got a Spanish phone going, so it goes
bring,
green,
bring.
green, green, green.
Hola, ¿cómo está?
Yes, I am looking for the window tint.
You're speaking to the guy. Go ahead. Who am I speaking with?
You're talking to George.
Jorge.
Jorge. Yeah.
Jorge, or is it George?
Yeah. Okay.
Jorge or George?
It turned to George when I crossed the river.
Oh, bro, you should go back. Trust me, go back now while you still can. Anyway, what can I do for you, George?
Me like it the dollars. I have a '97 Toyota Corolla, and I want to get tint. I want to get the tint to the windows.
Okay, do you know, is it a 2-door or a 4-door?
It's a 4-door Corolla.
Okay.
It's 4 doors because I could get my cousins in the back and me in the front.
Okay, good. Do you know what type of film you want?
Yeah, I want the tint that is dark but legal.
Okay, I don't mean the darkness of it. I mean, do you know the different films that are available?
No, senor. No, senor. This is my
Okay,
first
all
time.
right. So you have a couple minutes. I can explain them to you real quick.
Absolutely, yes.
Okay,
Oh, no,
all right.
hold on. It's Jess.
What?
Jess, sir.
Okay.
Jess, sir.
Okay. Anyway, are we the first stop you called, or have you called any other places?
No, you're my first shop,
Okay,
sir.
okay, all right. Well, all right. Every company, I don't care whether we're an authorized solar guard dealer, so I don't care whether it's SunTech, Lumar, SunGuard, Solar FX, Expel, 3M, Matico, Johnson's, Audubon. Every company makes basically 4 different types of film when it comes down to it. Your first film, your cheapest film, is just a plain dyed film. Your next step up would be a high performance metallized or carbon film. The next step up after that would be a high performance mid grade ceramic, and then of course your top of the line film would be the top end high end ceramic. We don't even buy the dyed film, nor do we stock or use the high performance carbon or metal film. So our entry level film is a mid grade ceramic film.
Nice.
So that's the choice.
Senor, you just tell me how much.
I got you. How dark are you looking for?
I need to go very dark, senor.
Like what? Like 5%?
I need to go 5%.
Okay.
I'm illegal. I need to be a legal amigo. My
Okay,
car has
well,
to be illegal too.
Check it out. Listen, unfortunately for you, this ain't Burger King, so you don't get it your way. We don't.
It makes it even better because I work directly beside a Burger King, bro. Like, that's the best.
Here's the deal, Jorge. And I'm joking around, but I'm being kind of serious when I say this too. Putting 5% on George. Okay, putting 5% on is 2 things. First off, we don't like to see our clients waste money, and that's definitely going to be a waste of money because you're going to get pulled over for it, and they're going to tell you to take it off. Second of all, that's the main thing. I hate to see my clients waste money. Second of all, it's a legal liability for us. So if we put that on for you and you pull out in front of somebody, you may not sue me, but your lawyer's going to come back and sue me, or you're going to come back and try to sue me. And then either way, it's going to cost me $5,000. And when I say either way, I mean either way. As
Mr. George, you don't need window tint, Mr. George.
Yeah. When I say either way, it's going to cost me $5,000. I mean either way, either $5,000 to hire a lawyer and fight you in court, or $5,000 for me to call somebody to Philly to come down and whack your ass and throw you in the river so you can't sue me. So either way, it's going to cost me $5,000.
No, senor,
hey,
you throw me. You throw me in the
pond. Just kidding.
You throw me in the river. I swim, senor. Don't worry about it. It's okay. No, but honestly, senor, you're giving me a lot of education. I feel so comfortable with using your business. You take credit card over the phone, senor?
No, you know we're going to do a good job. Let us do the card first, then you can pay for it.
Yeah. All right. No. So okay. Put me in the next spot, senor.
We don't I've been doing this for a long time, man. We're my work
That
is
was good. That
my
is
work
so
is
good.
impeccable, so
Yeah.
we don't mess around. We run a tight ship.
I didn't even set an appointment. I'm just gonna drive up there.
You're gonna drive up. Yeah. It usually work like out of the 8 people today, and I would like to think that I'm pretty personable and I'm pretty knowledgeable of what I do. So I retain a good portion of the phone calls that we get. And so like out of the 8 people, and it was I couldn't believe how busy it got, like just out of nowhere, bro. But out of the 4 people that showed up, every single one of them scheduled an appointment. And out of the 4 calls that I got between 9 and 10, out of those 8 jobs, we scheduled 7 of them.
Yeah.
So,
Dude,
Hey,
that's
you betting
but honestly,
that's like
okay. So do
80
you get
fucking
your?
some percent?
something like close to 90, I think,
Yeah,
90%,
close to
something like
90.
that.
Yeah.
90.
That's one thing I've been learning about. If you're closing 85% of your jobs,
Dude, that's
you're
fucking, you're fucking
You're good.
crushing, bro. What do you mean?
Well, yeah, you're good.
You're
But if you're
crushing
closing 90% of the job, I think you're underselling yourself sometimes. The
in
market
a way.
in your area and your market in your area can afford that.
Dude, I think the
I like to
sweet,
stay between 70,
yeah,
70 and 80,
yeah, I was
and
about
I'm
to
just like
say the sweet
I'm just
spot's
like
like
Michael Lawrence
75. Yeah,
because I will talk my way sometimes out of jobs, and they
yeah.
still come back because I don't really want to do it. I'm a
Do
mobile
you know,
guy.
do you,
I don't
Those
want
are
to
the
tint a
worst.
car.
the
I
big
Those are
want to
the
do
worst,
flex
thing,
class.
the big thing here in Virginia, what happened was, and believe me, I turned down a lot of jobs, man. I could be doing 4 or 5 cars a day every single day and book a month, 2 months in advance because they changed the window tinting from a primary offense to a secondary offense. So they can't
Right.
pull you over for the window tint anymore. And
Oh, that's crazy.
the law here in Virginia is this: 35 on the back of passenger vehicles, 50 on the front. On trucks and cars, or trucks, vans, and SUVs, 50 on the front, anything to the rear. The yearly inspection is not liable for the tint. They're only liable for 2 things. They're liable for the sun strip going down past the AS1 line. If it does, they're going to reject you. And you
That's
have to
crazy.
cut out around the 3rd brake
Man.
light.
Yeah,
And
I've heard of
cannot,
that.
Dude,
you cannot, and I hate it.
dude,
You cannot,
that's
you
the
cannot,
worst, right?
yeah,
So annoying.
especially because I hand cut everything.
Right.
So,
So there's
but
no plots.
No.
Yeah.
no, but I'm pretty, like I said, I can usually put my chin right on the deck lid,
Hey,
put the light on the inside of it, and I can just
Yeah.
take my nose and it's asymmetrical, you know what I mean, for the
Yeah.
most part. Symmetrical, I should say. So,
You know what? I want to say something though, because I've been to Virginia. It's crazy how strict they are on their window tint laws. But god dang, everybody drives like a 1997 Chevy that smokes out the muffler
yeah. Coal
like a
rollers.
mob, bro.
Yeah,
Yeah,
coal
I mean
rollers.
it's not only the truck smoking, but the guy in the truck is smoking with his windows up, like a
Hey, my man
cigarette.
got a fucking stogie
Yeah.
out the window
Yeah,
and
like
shit.
Yeah.
a cigarette, dog. Like that. I'm like, bro, you're not just harming the environment. You're
Oh,
harming yourself, and
Jesus Christ.
that's what's ass backwards, dog.
You
Oh,
can
yeah. Oh,
save
because-
people
because
with
I've been-
more window tint, bro.
It's crazy.
Yeah,
It's
you'd be
crazy down here. I mean,
It's
like
crazy.
the first year I came down here, if they get an inch of snow, the whole town shuts down. I mean, everybody. There's nobody on the street. It's the first year I was down here. I came out. This was in October. I came out, and my neighbor. And this is when I was in Roanoke, and I'm about an hour from Roanoke now. But I
Wait,
came out.
Roanoke Rapids.
No, Roanoke, the city of Roanoke.
Yeah,
Okay,
Virginia.
okay.
In Virginia, yeah. But the kids were out on the street, and I was like, I looked at the neighbor, and she was out on her porch, and I'm like, Miss Jean, I said, "What? I thought the kids had school today." And she goes, "Oh, they got a 2-hour fog delay." And I was
Fog delay?
I was
What
like,
the
"What?"
fuck is that?
I said, "A fog delay. They got a
What
fog
the
delay."
fuck is a fog delay?
Swear to God, because the fog is so thick around here sometimes in the hills and all that. You can't. They wait till it clears. Yeah, it's crazy here, man. I mean, shit. When I was growing up, and when we moved from Hawaii to Pennsylvania, and this is back, you might have got 70. You might have got a foot of snow. You might have a 2-hour delay, but your ass was going to school. Guaranteed,
yeah.
you were going to school.
Yeah.
You know.
It's because just more adapted for it, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, but they don't
It's
have any
weird.
snow removal equipment down here. And then, oh
Right.
God, the people that drive, oh, look out. It's you
But
take your life
it's
in
because
your
it's
hands.
but is
Pardon
it
me?
because it's hill? Like there's a bunch of hills.
Not so much hills, just because they don't get, like last year, it didn't snow. It snowed one time. We got 2-3 inches one day and it was gone the next. That was it. That's
Right.
all the snow.
But
And
Mr. Mike, how did you get to a crazy ass state like that? And how did the hell did you get to Mortonsville,
Dude,
Virginia? Talk to us about that
yeah.
story.
He's told me a little bit, bro, in the past. So
man,
it's like it's a
I
little
mean,
it's
if
a
you
long
want
story.
to talk
no,
about it, I mean, it's
we're
only the
good.
dark truth.
No,
It's late night.
yeah, this is some dark truth. I'm telling you, this is some dark shit. But before we do that, Johnny, when's your birthday, Johnny?
Oh yeah,
Se-
let's do this part. Yeah, sorry, Johnny. I planned something, fucker. I planned a little something.
September 8th, I will be in Arkansas. Will be my birthday gift. Would be this guy right here in the bottom,
Yep.
or wherever he's at.
When's your birthday?
September 8th.
And Jordan, yours is what, the 29th of January?
You could tell when somebody doesn't have tint whiz, bro.
27th.
27th?
Mm-hmm.
All right, and
September 8th for Johnny.
September 8th. All right.
23 days. Johnny Blades will be at the Shady Residence, bro.
You guys are gonna have to call me. I can't wait to see this.
Dude, I can't.
We'll
probably go live a lot, honestly.
Can you see that?
But
Yeah.
The secret language of birthdays.
One of the best books. All the clients that come in and read this in my shop, man, 95% of them are like, dude, that's you to a T.
Yeah.
So September 8th. Don't make fun of my glasses.
I love this shit.
I hate these things. These aren't my regular ones, so I have a hard time reading with these, but I
you
broke
look
the other
great,
one. Anyway,
bro.
you
look great.
Oh, gee, thanks.
You're welcome.
Anyway,
bro, hey, my man's got the
I did
hair
that
like
pretty
I
good,
used to.
huh?
He didn't even, I don't even think he knows that I had 33-inch long hair at one point.
Yeah. This is you, but older.
Dude, I
your dad.
literally, hold on, time out. I literally said that to my wife. I said, he's me from the future. I swear to God. Like the way that when we get on conversations on the phone, it's like I'm talking to my older self. I swear to God. And it's so weird because we understand each other and we can carry a good conversation. That's why I really wanted this podcast, because me and Michael, like, I legit have a intelligence kind of connection type thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's kind of weird, but it's also like I enjoy it because like the things we talk about is like the same shit I would talk about with you or somebody else, but we have the same type of understanding. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah, because you're Morty and he's Doc.
Dude, you talking about Rick and Morty?
You say he's Morty and you're the Doc
Marty.
from
It's Marty.
Marty from Back to the Future.
Marty.
Oh, wow. Okay. Nah, I hate that stupid ass movie. No, that was good. Stupid ass movie. This is dumb. Anyway, I'm just joking, Johnny. I like that. So, but hey, first off, man, listen, I appreciate I'm saying this for me. I can't speak for anybody else, but I appreciate your guys' little podcast you guys have. I think it's great for the industry, and you guys hopefully get some good people on there, and some other ones, some high up people. I told you I could. We'll talk later, but I got a couple good ideas for you to get some people on there. So, Eric and I are friends, and and Billy was part of this. I helped Eric set up a roundtable discussion, and boy, that would have been a great one. It was John Little in Texas, Rodney McClure, Billy Ayton, and Gil Guerrero, which Gil usually doesn't like doing.
Heavy hitters, bro.
I got all them together. I got all them together and set it up. And I was to join them, and then I couldn't figure out how to get my Skype thing or whatever the hell it is to work. So they had the discussion themselves. But yeah, it was a good thing, man. It was because they're all, it's hard to believe there was 150 years of, I mean, they all got 35 plus years, man. I mean, you're talking Bill, Billy.
That's a lot of experience in one room.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That was the first roundtable discussion that Eric did. and it was great. I mean, it was fantastic. So, and then he did like I think it was like a 3 or 4 part. He had a group on the next week and the next week and the next week, and it was great for the industry. It was just great for everybody. If we'd got a little bit more
Right.
publicity and people would have been able to see it, it was fantastic because the knowledge just from those guys sitting there. And to me, when I was coming up in the industry, it was like sitting at the table
Yeah.
with Batman and Superman and
Yeah.
Spider-Man and Aquaman. You know what I mean? Because these guys were all well known when I was coming up in the industry, and now I'm humbled because I'm sitting at the table with them.
Right.
You know what I mean? So
Nice.
it's kind of like, it's
Hey,
just,
but
it's kind
I
of
mean,
cool, man.
And then the
I mean, you,
sidekicks came
but
out.
you fucking earned it, bro.
Yeah.
Like
I'm
you
like,
earned it, right? Like
Yeah.
you didn't get to
I
that point just because somebody
no,
gave it to you, right?
no, not at all.
Like
I can
nobody
tell
was
you,
like, oh, well, here you go.
I can
It's
tell
like
you
you
this. I
had to
can tell
take it,
you,
right?
I can tell you this, and this is why, like I said, and I'll tell you, we'll get into that story later. But I can tell you, this profession saved my life one time.
Yep.
It saved my life really because, and you know, that's why I hold it very dear to my heart, and that's why I'm very adamant about having integrity in the thing. Don't be lying to your customers. Don't be telling them, you know, you got a film with 90% heat rejection because you know damn well you don't. Don't be telling them you use all ceramic films because you know you don't. Don't be lying to them. Don't be trying to switch films in the box and show them, oh yeah, look, I'm putting ceramic film on. Then you put some AT junk on it, you know, dyed film.
Yeah.
Because if I catch you, I'm going to call your ass out on it. I don't give a
Yeah.
shit. And if you make a mockery of the industry or the profession, especially the profession, we got a fucking problem. I'm
Facts.
sorry.
well, you see, but I think what that happens is that all the information they're getting from is from their reps. So
Not even that. No, not even that. They're listening to all these other fucking people that don't even do it the way that you do it or how you should do it. Like they're just taking these comments they see and they're going, that's got to be true because this guy said it. And even if it's like a dude who like
Yeah.
gives good advice, you can still word things wrong and it comes across completely different to somebody, right?
okay,
Like you could say it blocks up to this much infrared heat.
Yeah.
And then they go
Right.
like, "Oh, it blocks out this
Right.
much heat," and it's like, no,
And,
they
and, I, and
they didn't even read the shit or look into what
no.
that means, right? They don't have the what's it called, the jargon or whatever
Right.
it is, like the vocabulary for it.
Right. And that's
So-
why
Like that's
I say,
when people mess up.
you with me, and you know, I can't. This is just the way I am. But I am very dedicated and passionate and committed to my industry. You know
Facts.
what I mean? Extremely, because of all the last 33, 34 years, I've lost. You know, I lost a wife, I lost a fiance, I've lost friends, parents, animals. Things have come into my life, and things have come, and things have gone just
Right.
like that. But the only thing that's been a constant is that
Is the
pouch.
industry.
Is that pouch.
Yeah.
That's the only
I like that.
thing that's been a constant.
I like
I am
that.
more comfortable with that pouch on in my shop. It doesn't matter what type of mood I'm in at home, whatever. Christ, the tree could have fell and crushed the house. My goldfish could have died. Dog could have attacked a neighbor and bit his arm off. Whatever.
Right.
Things could be going awry. Girlfriend says, I'm leaving you. You're an asshole. Whatever. And as soon as I get to the shop, I'm golden, bro.
It's gone.
I'm
Yeah.
golden. I put
Yep.
that pouch on, put these in,
Yep.
put on some Depeche Mode or put on some good music, and
Pink
I'm
Floyd.
good. Leave me alone.
Yeah.
Pink Floyd,
let me ask
whatever.
you a question. Let me ask you a question. What is your snack of choice or place to eat of choice whenever you get a chance to eat or whenever you get a chance to snack on?
What do you
Both.
mean, like fast
Favorite
food place
lunch,
or something like that?
favorite lunch,
Yeah, like
favorite snack.
or favorite lunch, favorite snack. What's your favorite look?
Well, that's a tough one, bro. Because it depends on where I am. Here in
He says,
Virginia,
all I eat is
Bro,
adhesive, baby.
bro, he can talk about everything else, but he's like, damn, when it comes to my favorite snacks, I can't say shit.
man, I'm telling you, I like Skittles. I'm a fiend for Skittles,
Oh,
but it got to
man.
be not the Reese cups, but the Reese peanut butter eggs or the trees or the
Oh, yeah,
pumpkins or
there's
whatever.
other
Yep.
shapes. They taste
Yep.
completely different because they're not
Yep.
old, bro. It's because
Yep.
they're not
So,
old.
But
so one thing I've noticed about window tinners, and I've gone to different shops, like they always have these little candies. Like we're all sugar freaks, dog. It's like we all have ADHD
Skittles.
or something. And there's either
Nope.
there's either like a dude,
Not
you're
me.
different. I'm sorry.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Different. There's either like a Nature Valley
The granola
snack bar,
bars, bro.
yeah, the granola bars, or they got like a Reese's, or they have Skittles. Like I've noticed that in different shops, and then they all play Metallica, AC/DC.
Oh, no.
It
Yeah,
doesn't
for
matter if
sure.
you're Hispanic, white, black, Chinese, whatever.
No.
Everybody has like the
You
know.
be mad. You'd be mad you come to my place because I have we're in the middle of redoing the bay, but my other shops, like this is my fourth business here. But I've been very blessed and have 3 other very successful window tinting shops
Hold on.
over the years.
Hold on. Oh, you said over the
Over-
years or currently?
Over the years,
okay.
no, over the years.
Okay.
Yeah, over the
Dude,
years.
you've
Yeah,
had
and
4 shops.
this is my fourth one here. This
Jesus,
is my fourth
that's
business.
fucking awesome, dude.
I sold 1 and gave 2 away. So easy
What?
come, easy go.
Hold on.
Sold
You
1.
gave 2 away?
I gave 2
Okay.
away.
So that's something I want to ask you about. Why did you do that, and what led up to those moments?
Well, all right, the last one, right before I retired.
Right.
I am 55 now, so 56. Oh God, I'm getting old.
Pick up
Shit.
sticks.
Yeah. I retired. It would have been 2012, I think.
Yeah.
I had a great shop outside of Pittsburgh. I was doing, this is no bullshit, I was working my ass off 6-7 days a week. I was doing probably 6, 7, 8 cars a day from 7, 8 in the morning to 10 o'clock at night.
No
every day.
employees.
Every
Just
day.
all you.
Just me and my fiance Maria at the time, and our Saint Bernard Angus, and our British Columbian Grey Wolf Baka.
Gray Wolf.
Grey Wolf. Yeah,
That's
British Columbian
fucking
Grey Wolf.
dope.
He was all white though. He was all white. I got him from Canada. He was 100% wolf. You got to put in different. You got to buy permits through the Pennsylvania Game Commission. It's just a bunch of shit, man.
Do you have pictures?
Oh, that's like me. I'm
I wanna
a
see
brown
those.
American.
What?
Shut up, Johnny.
What'd he say? I missed it. What'd he
He
say?
said, I said that's like me. I came over the border and they made me a brown American, but I'm really not brown.
Where did you get this cat at, man? I've seen him for years on there. Johnny Blades. I was like, Johnny Blades, he must be a badass with a blade.
Dude, he is,
So-
bro. Hey, he shakes like a motherfucker, but his cuts are straight, bro. It's weird, man. I've seen this man put a fucking blade on a window and like do this, and it's the straightest cut I've ever seen in my life.
Right.
And it makes no sense.
But honestly, look, it's not about the shakes, man. It's not about that. But I can't cut a straight line, but I haven't met a person who could cut a straight exact line.
Well, now you have.
Oh,
I'm pretty good with a blade, man. Wood wagon guy tell you.
have a challenge.
What do you
Bro, what
say,
is that?
Shady J? This is my knife of
Oh
choice.
shit, wrong thing.
And it's a right-handed.
Gauntlet down.
It's a right-handed, and I'm actually left-handed.
Oh, right.
You're not
Oh, yeah,
left-handed.
'cause you can change them with Ulfas, with NTs and all
You
that.
can't do not with this one. This is only for right-handed people.
No, it's
Oh yeah.
not.
Oh, I got something I can show you guys. That's pretty cool.
Let me
from Blades. I don't know
See
if you
it.
guys
I want to see it.
Yeah.
What is it?
give me
Go get it.
5 seconds.
Hey,
Go get it.
there may be kids watching.
Anyways.
There may be kids watching, so don't show
Yeah.
us nothing on the front.
Leave the popsicle stick alone. Anyways, dude, bro, what did I say, man? What did I say?
Dude, you had a point.
Yeah,
Okay.
I know.
This is
All right,
like,
here we are. Okay, hold on. First
Listen,
one, September 8th. I can do this real quick. We got a million
Love
things
it.
going on. We all have ADHD.
All,
Your
we
strengths,
all
told
do,
you.
bro.
I told you.
your strengths,
Told you.
Jordan. Your strengths are you're serious, you're dynamic, and you're performative. Your weaknesses are you're unyielding, you're authoritarian, and you're misdirected.
That's
Now,
so
this
fucking true.
This may or may not apply to you.
So
But your day, September 8th, is the day of the puzzling purist. So your meditation is, I heard someone say, most of life is a gray area. Now, this also has your personality, your numbers and planets, your tarot. I don't read that. The health, I read your advice, and then it has famous people born on your day. So I'm not going to read all that, but I'll take a picture of it and send it to you. So, but Your advice is, and like I said, these aren't the right glasses, so don't laugh at me.
And this is September 8th, right?
This is September 8th.
Okay, that's Johnny. Okay.
Yeah. No, that's you. I
You're
thought, oh,
very
no,
performative.
Johnny. I'm sorry.
No,
My bad.
you're good.
Yeah.
You're good.
Yeah. Your ideas are not always easy for others to accept. Don't push, don't don't push them too hard. Let others breathe it in and breathe a bit. Strive to be yourself. Beware of a tendency to be bossy and insensitive.
So the one you just read,
Okay,
That's
about
you.
being,
He
That's you.
missed. Okay, so
all
the
you.
first.
Not you.
What
Yeah.
were the first things? Yeah.
Johnny's strengths are you're serious, you're dynamic, you're performative. Your weaknesses are you're unyielding, you're authoritarian, and you're misdirected. Famous people born on your day. I'm trying to find somebody. Peter Sellers, the actor Peter Sellers, was born on your day.
dude, Peter Sellers is my, yeah, I like Peter Sellers.
You don't
I don't even
know
know
who
who
Peter
the fuck that
Sellers
is,
is,
bro.
do you? You
Hey,
don't know who he
I was
is.
looking that
I
up.
love how we both called him on this fucking bullshit, though.
Okay, how about Patsy Cline?
Bro,
Patsy
Patsy
Cline.
Cline?
I know who
Bro,
Patsy
she was on
Cline
that
is.
one. She was on that. Yeah, that's a good movie she was on.
No,
Shit, she was hot
she's
too.
a goddamn singer, wasn't she?
Yep, Scotty Bowman. He was
Who's that?
Bro,
Scotty Bowman. First off, Scotty Bowman was
Johnny
the
Quid.
won the most Stanley Cups with the Montreal, and he also was the coach of the Pittsburgh Penguins. So
Nice.
for a while,
I was
I'm trying
there,
to.
bro.
No,
I
you
was
weren't, bro.
there.
Stop.
Yeah, there's a whole bunch. Sam Nunn,
All right.
U.S.
Read
Senator.
Shades.
No, don't read mine.
Good.
Read
Yeah,
Shades.
Scotty
Because
Bowman.
he took
Anyway.
mine. He took mine and owned it. So now I
Dude,
want to hear
because
his.
okay, so this is the thing. Like these kind of things,
Yeah,
you can
yeah,
like
yeah.
think about it and be like, yeah, it's true. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But
I'll give you a taste of what it says partly. Like here's the first, like they have a whole page that dedicated to your personality. So here's what Johnny's is. This is just the first paragraph. It says the enigmatic individuals born on September 8th are by no means easy to figure out. In their own minds, they are interested in cleaning up shop, straightening things out, and generally improving the lot of their family, socially and nationally, the social and national group. Yet, if and when they go off on the wrong track, they are likely to maintain the absolute belief that they are acting reasonably and responsibly. Whether their efforts turn out well or badly in the end, there is no denying that September 8th people impact greatly on their environment. That's just one paragraph, but I mean it's
That's
no,
weird.
like
Yeah,
I
send me a
said.
picture.
Yeah.
hey, so Johnny,
All right.
how do
when's your-
you feel after hearing that?
I feel like that sounded like a bunch of cut out the negativity, baby.
January
No, but
what?
honestly,
January.
a lot of things that he says that we like to produce. So yes, we do have 6 kids. I want to give a shout out to my wife for holding it down. But yeah, man, I think it's about 85% true. I think it's because I think I believe we all have like 3, 4, 5 clones, not clones, but like people identical as us on this
things
earth.
that we all hold true to each other. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like things that we have in common, right?
So
Do you know anything about Buddhism and the 10 circles of life? Do you know
Nope.
anything about that?
I got into it
I
a
would
long
love
time
to
ago for a little
learn,
bit, but I
though.
didn't pay attention.
Yeah. When's yours, Jordan?
What? January 27th.
January 27th.
This is gonna be crazy.
The day of precocity.
Yeah.
And Wolfgang Amadeus Mozart was born on your day.
Really?
Yep.
Wolfgang.
That's pretty good right there.
Yeah.
Everybody knows who
That's
Wolfgang
a
is.
good dude.
Yeah.
He was like from the NWO, right?
No.
No,
I love it.
that's
I
the
love
wrong
that guy.
guy.
He was
Wrong guy.
close.
Wasn't
You were
he?
close,
Wasn't he
bro.
blind and deaf, or wasn't he deaf and he could fucking play the shit out of the piano?
No, no, I don't think
That
so.
was
He wasn't deaf.
Sebastian Bach, I think.
Bro,
Yes.
that was
Anyways,
Yeah.
Mozart, bro.
Beethoven played the piano. Bach played the violin.
Mm.
okay, yeah, you're right.
And he and Tchaikovsky played the violin. Both.
Dude,
I fucking love
I
it.
know this. I know his guy, so I'm ready
A
to
wealth
hear it. I'm really,
of
really
knowledge,
ready.
dude.
Yes.
Okay, I don't know. Yeah, my
I'm-
dad was very smart. He was a very prominent
Yeah.
physician, but retired Navy commander. He always told me, he said, "Michael, you're a walking encyclopedia of useless knowledge."
Yeah.
And I was
Hey,
like,
okay, so it's not useless if somebody else can learn from you,
Yeah.
just so you
"That's
know.
what-
Just throwing
it
that
is
out
what it
there.
is.
It's not useless.
It's just a lot of being all over this country and all
Right.
over the world, luckily, and
Right.
fortunately, and just picking up little
Being
things here
cultured.
like that. Like I told you, the probably the greatest piece of wisdom he ever gave me was that poem I sent you.
Yeah. Dude, that
Yeah.
poem is fucking, I love that poem.
I know. It'll bring
So,
tears to your eyes reading it.
It
Anyway,
really
okay, your strength.
read the trait. Read the traits.
All right.
Read the
Shut
traits.
up, Johnny.
Read
All
the traits.
All right, we got here. Your strengths are you're bright, you're quick,
Nope.
and you're childlike.
Nope. Nope. All
You're
wrong.
bright, you're quick, and you're childlike.
No, I'm kidding. Dude, that's kind of
Your weaknesses,
yeah.
your weaknesses, are you ready for this?
Yeah.
You don't have any. That's weird. No, I'm just joking.
Oh,
I'm about to say
damn.
there's definitely a lot. So
Your weaknesses are you're impatient,
Yep.
you're immature, and you're
Yep.
childish.
facts.
That may not.
So
Dude!
hold on,
That
time
is
out. So
for you.
both one of my
The wrong way.
positives.
Not in the wrong
Listen,
way.
one of
Not in the wrong way.
my positives is that I'm childish, childlike, and one of my negatives is that I'm childish.
Your childish, right, is that your weaknesses. Your
Exactly.
strengths are your childlike.
That's
a
what I'm saying.
strength.
Childlike and childish. There's a difference there.
But
Right.
I don't mean it in a bad way though, Shady. I mean it like
Dude, I don't
you're
care.
always like you're always like a breath of fresh air when I call you, bro.
Thank
It's
you.
like you always make me fucking laugh because we go through like movies
Okay,
scenarios
because
and then we'll go
the
like
only
into
reason I do that is because like most of the time it's like I gotta like I just like to make people giggle. You know what I'm saying? Like
And
every
then-
once in a while.
But
Like
that's-
I want to
that's
be
a-
like I want to crack a
he's
joke.
a very
or
funny
something.
guy. Very
I
funny
started
guy.
that fucking show with a joke, bro.
that
Like
is a
and then
that
went
is
into
a
the whole
great-
show. Like that's literally oh my god.
that's a great a
Dude,
great quality, man.
no,
Laugh,
yeah.
being able to make somebody laugh is that's a gift, bro. You know what I mean? And I'm like that too. I try to make everybody laugh too.
Dude, you
And
make me laugh every time you call, by the way.
I try.
You and
know
Billy,
why?
hands
You know why?
down, the
Sometimes
funniest people.
But don't let that fool you, man. Because sometimes that laughter that I put on or that joking around, that's a mask for
Yep.
sadness.
Yep.
But if you can make somebody laugh, man, because there is so much sadness and turmoil and anguish in this world.
Yep.
You know what I mean? If you go by, like I said, and I got this from Jimmy Valvano, a coach. He said this at his SB speech, excellent speech. He said, and I believe this wholeheartedly, there's 3 things you should do every single day. And I told you I do mine 4:30 in the morning when I'm out back having a cup of coffee in my
Right.
porch. You should laugh. You should have your emotions bring you to tears, even if it's
Yeah.
only 1 or 2 tears.
Yep.
And you should reflect upon your life. If you do those 3 things every single day, that's a full day, and you didn't even go to work yet.
Yep.
You know what I mean? For real,
Yep.
for real.
I
And
love
I'm
that
very-
shit, dude.
I like that. Can we repeat that one more
Yeah.
time? So like for how
You
I
have to
understood it?
laugh. You have to bring yourself to
Bring-
tears.
Let your emotions bring you to
Let
tears,
your
and you
emotions
have to
bring you
reflect
to
upon your
tears
life.
and reflect upon your life.
Before
I
That
do
is
you
a
that
great
shit,
speech.
start the day.
bro. I do
Listen.
that shit all the time during the day, like randomly. Like when I have an experience with somebody, like somebody mentions me in something, or I hear a story about something, or I'm commenting with somebody. I remember like a moment, right? And I'm like, holy shit, now I got to reflect on this because I remember this shit that went down, right?
Yeah, that you know
It's
what
just
and
weird.
that is. That's when you jump out of the back seat of that Honda Accord you're 10 and you walk over to your desk or your fucking workbench or whatever, and you take a stick of notepad and a pen and a piece of paper and write down blah 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 whatever you were thinking about, and that way
Yeah.
you won't forget it. Because
I
if
like
you stay in
that.
the back seat of that car, you're gonna forget it, man. Guaranteed, you're gonna forget it, and you're gonna be sitting at home for an hour going, what the fuck was I thinking about? Yeah, I'm sorry,
Right?
right? You know what I mean? I do that all the time too. That's why I write shit down, especially in order. But anyway, your meditation is youth is becoming to a younger person, age to an older man.
Yeah.
Whatever that means. So,
Hold on, read it one more time.
youth is becoming to a younger person, age to an older man.
You got Benjamin Button syndrome.
No, it's kind of like
But
it's literally no.
But like inside.
No, it's like it kind of reminds me of like having to go through what I went through as a kid in my mind to be who I can in the future, right? You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, exactly.
You know what comes to my mind? That song that from Nas, that I know I can be who I want to be.
oh, okay.
If I work hard at it,
Yeah.
Okay, check it
I can be
out.
who I want to
I've
be.
said,
Yeah.
I have said when I first started filming that, I think my first knife, the first year I lost a knife, and after that, I have kept just about every single knife that I've ever used, and I put the dates on them.
Yeah.
So these are my knives from. Man, these are old, bro.
Hold on. I have one more request. Can you read
No,
me my
go ahead.
first paragraph like you did
Yeah.
Johnny's? Because I
No,
want to
you
know.
don't really have to.
Shut up, Johnny. I want to hear my fucking paragraph, bro. I want to hear my paragraph, bro.
Fuck that, man.
Give him his
Okay,
paragraph. Give him his
anyways,
paragraph. Give him his
go to what
paragraph.
you're. Fuck the paragraph. Just tell me with
We'll
the
run this
knives.
fucking
Sorry.
show. We'll run this show all night.
You're good, bro. Listen,
Dude, we
I
can
don't
keep
care.
we can keep going like good 15, 20 minutes past. It don't matter.
All right.
Whatever.
September what?
No, January
No.
27th.
January 27th. Oh, and it goes by the January 27th. January 27th. All right, here we are. January 29th. January 29th.
This is so crazy, bro.
7th.
Hey, listen. Next time, Johnny, next time you go get your wife roses, bro, just get her one rose, man. Just get her one rose.
One.
Just one. And then bring it home and give it to her. And then when she's like, oh, you didn't give me a dozen roses? You just be like, no, I just got you one rose, one perfect rose for one perfect lady. And you're in there.
I like it. I like
I
it.
only know a little bit. I don't know a lot, but I know a little bit.
That sounds like a country song. There's a yellow rose in
Why do you
Texas.
think I labeled this wisdom, bro? Why do you think I labeled this
I don't
wisdom?
know if it's wisdom, dude. I don't even call
Yeah,
it bullshit.
it's all in the. Dude, I got one gray hair, bro, right over here somewhere. You see it?
That's not a. You know what that is? That's not a gray hair. That's a wisdom highlight.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
I'll take it.
Wisdom highlights. Absolutely. All right, you ready?
Yep.
Here's your first. I'm standing up so I can see better with this. One of the most prominent themes in the lives of January 27 people is that of early development, as those born on this day often manifest their talents at an early age. Not infrequently, their professions are related to the same theme and may deal directly or indirectly with young people. January 27th people are usually highly concerned with what is new and keeping young themselves.
That explains all the TikTok lives.
Oh, and look how great I look. People think I'm like 22 years old all the time, bro.
Dude, I mean, if I didn't, dude, I always think you're 21.
Anyway,
I think you hang out with me
honestly,
just to seem older.
like trying to feel younger and appear younger just with my kids is like kind of how that is, right? Like I'm
So
always
true.
like, my kids are like, yo, you want to play basketball? And I'm like, yeah, fuck it. You know, like I don't want to. I'm like, I gotta act like I do. You know what I'm saying? But I do want to play. Like it's just one of those things, you know.
Right, and we do. My age, out there, I might break a hip.
Yeah.
You never know.
Yeah.
Wanna play that?
Hold on,
All right.
oh, bro.
No, bro.
What was?
Give me 5 minutes. No, I'm playing.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
Never mind. All right, I got it.
Oh my! Well, I wish we could do like a 3-way call, dude, because we will fucking have you fucking rolling.
We can, dude. Anytime you want to talk with me and Michael, dude, I'm sure we can set it up, bro.
I think
Anytime. And I'd be honored, man. I'd be honored.
Can we have
I
Billy
talked
though?
to
Because Billy's like my white Mexican friend.
bro. Listen, if all four of us got on a show together, I'm just saying we'd shut the fucking world down, bro. Like
Nobody
that
watch it.
would
You
be
know why?
the best
Nobody
show
would watch
ever.
it. Nobody would watch it. You know why? Because it'd be like the four of us having a conversation, joking around with each other, and everybody else would be like, "What
What
the
the
fuck are
fuck
they
is
talking
going
about?"
on? Yeah,
Well, they're
you
not
know.
talking about it. We're just joking with each other. They're not talking about anything. But what it is I think what it's doing is if people really watch it and they spend some time watching it,
Yeah,
you get to know people in the profession you're in. You
right.
know what I mean?
And that's the thing
And
that I
that's
love
rare. You don't
about
get to
this
see
show.
that. If I want to watch football, I'm tired of watching ESPN get on there. Okay, so he's a fucking superstar athlete. He makes $15 million a
Right.
year. He's got a model girlfriend, 16 cars, lives in a
But
house in LA. And now he's got nothing because he's in jail because he beat the shit out of his one girlfriend,
right.
dumbass.
Right,
So
but there's really no substance in that
no,
shit. You know what I'm saying? Like this
no,
has so much substance that people just neglect because it's like, oh, um, I think I know everything, or like, why would I watch a couple fucking dudes talking about bullshit, right? And there's so many people that watch like the Joe Rogan podcast or fucking Kill Tony or any other podcast, right? And it's like, who are those people to you though? Like they probably directly know us on Facebook, right? Or, whatever, Instagram, TikTok, whatever. But they don't know those celebrities or those people, but they're like, oh yeah, I'm gonna watch them. Like give your,
yeah,
like I say this about our show, like give it a chance. Like anybody that does podcasting in our industry, just give it a chance, man. Like
yeah.
just watch it. You might
I,
like it. You
I
know what I mean?
I asked Billy, I talked to Billy before, 'cause I didn't want to post it on Window Tenders United because I didn't want people to be like, oh, he's like, well, look at me, I'm going to be on the show, big fucking deal, whatever.
Hey, but yeah,
So,
that's fucking
but,
awesome.
but yeah, and I posted it on there, and there was a couple of people that commented on it. I think you guys should post on that Window Film Revolution. Talk to Patrick, see if you can post on Window Film Pros, and get some people on there and have some substance on the
Right.
show. I mean, not that we don't now. I'm saying, you know what I mean, though.
Yeah.
So, but yeah,
But
because it's a good
But
time to
there's
kick it
but
also
you
back.
know what though?
there's a wealth of knowledge just from us bullshitting with each other. Like
But yeah,
hearing a story from
absolutely.
you, talking about it and getting it out there and like,
Because
because a lot of people don't want to open up. They don't. And you
no,
know why? Because
no,
they don't want to be judged, right? And it's like if you have that fear of being judged, then you're not gonna fucking grow.
I don't.
And I'm not just saying that for our show or any other
Right,
show or whatever.
and
Like
I
in
don't,
general.
I
Like if you
don't
don't
care.
put yourself out there, you're
You
not gonna
know,
fucking grow.
right. And I had thought before, I was like the whole day, I'm thinking like, okay, well, first of all, I was too busy to think too much about it, but I was like, and Mary and I talked. My secretary, Mary, who's upstairs, she's sleeping. I'm in her basement right now. I'm probably up the street, but anyway. I was thinking, she was asking me, she's like, are you going to talk about your whole thing, how you got down here? And I said, well, I'm probably going to ask about it or whatever. And she said, are you going to open up about it? And I was like, yeah, I don't have a choice really. I mean, I do. I can say, no, I'd rather not talk about it, but
Right.
then what's it going to hurt? And then she said, are you going to talk about what happened recently, a
Right.
couple years ago? And I was like, yeah, why? If anybody looks at me differently because of that, I don't really give a shit because here's the way I look at it.
Yeah.
I've been in this 34 years, almost 34 years. I've
Fucking
been very,
awesome.
I've been very blessed. I've had a very lucrative career. I've done every kind of vehicle under the sun,
Yeah.
from Alfa Romeos and Aston Martins to Zondas. I've been all over the world, been all over this country. Blessed in that. I have some money in the bank. I'm happy. I could retire. I was retired. I should have stayed retired, but came back into it. So really, who are anybody that judge me? Who are they? Who are they to me? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Oh, I got
They
you,
didn't go
dog.
through
I
it.
got you. Yeah, you didn't go
Bro,
through it, so you
no,
don't know
you
what I
keep
went
you
through.
keep talking about the how you got there.
Yeah.
I've been waiting, bro.
Bro,
I've
we
been
might
waiting to hear how you got here.
bro.
Yeah, yeah.
We
Like
might
we're
have to
about to
do a
extend
part
this show.
two.
Well, it's one of his
We're extending
weaknesses.
this shit,
It's one
Shady.
of his weaknesses. I'll go look it up again. What's it say? His weakness was? No, I'm just joking, bro. I'm just joking. You know,
Authoritarian, that's his
no.
weakness.
I'm
Look,
impatient.
stop
And
Let's
impatient.
go.
fucking pushing me, man. I'm telling you, I'm out of here. I'm tired of this shit. I'm leaving. No, I'm just playing. I'm just joking. Anyway,
says every window tinner every Friday.
Yeah.
what? I love my shop. I'd rather stay there. I'm more comfortable in my shop than I am anywhere else.
Hell yeah.
You know what I mean? So you come there.
Window tinner out here, they're like,
That's my castle.
I'm done with this shit. I'm done with this shit.
Yeah, throw the towel down. Be like, I'm tired of this shit. I'm gonna put up there, but no, I'm just joking, bro. What's up? Can I help you? You know what I mean?
Right.
So,
right.
But anyway,
I'm tired of this, Grandpa.
Yep.
Let's do it.
Okay. All right. Where do you want me to start? Okay. All right.
So
I'll-
let's start from the West Coast to the East Coast. I hear that you were in Hawaii. You said something earlier about being
I
in
moved.
Hawaii and
Yeah.
I thought he was there.
Oh no, I was there. I was born and raised in Hawaii. So,
Hawaii.
but when I was 10 when we left, anyway, so I moved back there when I got my first business in '95. I had my first shop from 1990 to 1995. So, and that's after the military, after the Air Force and college, and so anyway, I moved back there. At that time too, I was struggling with addiction, cocaine primarily, and so I ended up.
You were struggling. That's easy to use.
Bro, I'm gonna tell you what. Listen, man, it was. Oh yeah, it all starts out fun and games. You know what I mean? And sitting there doing a couple of lines here and there, and it's all fun and dandy. But then the point is, when you're up for 2 days and you're laying in bed and it's 4:30 in the morning, and you hear them freaking birds chirping.
Oh yeah, you talked about the birds chirping.
Yeah, man. But now when I hear those birds chirping now, I'm happy because I get a good night's sleep.
Good.
You know what I mean? And
that's the thing, the growth like that, like the hate for one thing that you love later.
It took me a while, man, because what I did is I tried to get away from the cocaine, so I was moving back to Hawaii to find myself back to where I was born. You know what I mean? Doing the spiritual thing. And what did I do when I got there? I took a job as the assistant director of security at a Maharaja nightclub in Waikiki. Not a good move for somebody who's trying to get away from drugs because, you know, drugs and nightclubs are synonymous, right? So it was like 3 months I was right back into the thing. And that went on for a year and a half, 2 years, whatever the case was. And then finally it was at a point, and I'll make this quick anyway. This is kind of weird, man. This is kind of weird shit I was telling you happens, whatever.
Yeah.
I was sitting on the beach and it was like 7 o'clock in the morning and I was sitting there and I don't know what I was thinking about. I was crying. And I got up and I walked. I said, "Fuck this, man!" I got up, and this is when they had payphones still. I walked over and picked up a payphone and dialed 911. And I was like, "Ma'am," I said, "Listen," I said, "My name is Michael. I have a drug problem. And I need some help." And she said, "Okay, baby, you wait right there. I'm going to send somebody to get you." And so I'm sitting there. And 10 minutes later, a Hawaii police officer, HPD, pulls up and gets out of the car. And the dude gets out of the car and looks at me. And I turn around and I look at him, and he's like, "Michael." And I looked and I was like, Ikaika. It was my childhood friend. How's that shit?
Oh my God.
I know. We sitting there hugging each other, crying. He's crying. I'm crying. Christ, I think the people sitting on the beach watching us were crying. Christ, no, they weren't. But anyway, and he helped me get straight, man, and got me to a crisis center, and I checked myself into the the Salvation Army Addiction Treatment Services. That's the best thing I ever did, man. Best thing I ever did in my life. Best thing I ever did.
It's because you knew that you had to do that. You know what I'm saying?
But let me ask you a question. But let me ask you like a real question. Like, did you do any cocaine after?
I did. I relapsed a couple times after that. Yeah. So I had first time.
But did you have more control of it? Like, were you able to function and be like, oh shit, I have a conscience now. I want to fuck it,
the first time.
Or did you fuck it? I'm gonna go back to down zero.
The first time I relapsed, I had 4 years clean, and then I relapsed for a weekend, and I spent like $1,300, and everybody was around me. We all partied and all that bullshit. That ain't shit, really. But here, the worst thing about that whole situation was going back. I was on vacation from. I know it sounds weird. I was on vacation from Hawaii in Pennsylvania, and ran into an old friend of mine. Dumbass. Anyway, the worst thing about it was going back to Hawaii and going back to the meetings. And, you know, before I left, I was, introduce yourself. And everybody's like, good evening, my name's Michael. And only by the grace of God do I have 1,449 days clean and sober. And then going back to the meetings and being, hey, my name's Michael. And only by the grace of God, my back was 5 days.
Yeah.
That sucked, bro.
Yeah, that
No,
shit,
actually,
that shit
you know what?
punches you in the chest, bro. Sorry.
But hold on. Fuck that shit we talking about. Because if you got 5 days after relapsing, dog,
That's
you don't.
better than 0.
That's better than 0. So let
Yeah.
me tell you something. Coming from my side of the story, I was kind of in the same situation. You know what I mean? But I was more like this, bro. Like and I'm gonna be real fucking honest. Look, if I never, I've gone to AA meetings because of like parole restrictions and shit like
Right.
that, and I would always hear the same story. You know, like, hey man, and I went to the Spanish ones where they cussed and shit. Like they fucking like the people would talk shit.
Right.
Like I loved it. You know what I mean? So whenever I think that's where my sense of humor comes from. But anyway, like being criticized is the first, like if you can accept criticism is the first, like the really like the first like step of breaking the ego. And breaking the ego is like, hey yo, I'm okay, I'm always gonna be okay, I got this. But there comes a point where you're like, I don't got this.
Yeah.
There comes a point and that transformation, and then your conscience comes to you, and your conscience is talking to you, and you're like, yo, you were good for like a good solid year. I don't know what happened. You let 1 week ruin this whole relationship of sorority that we just had. So you don't have a hangover. You have a conscience hangover, and that bitch lasts like for 3 weeks.
Oh
Dude,
yeah,
Like I've been there before. Like
Yep.
I've been there. That motherfucker lasts like for like a whole month. Like bro, you're just like in the fucking shits. Like you cannot, when you pass that threshold, when you pass the threshold of like accepting your thing,
Yeah.
like accepting your flaw, and then you let go of your ego, and then boom, you're back to square one.
Yep.
So if you come back to your group and you're like, hey, I had 1,000 days and now I'm 5 days sober, bro, that's a fucking accomplishment.
Yep.
That's because you were ashamed. You were ashamed to go back to the group. And then
no, I wasn't ashamed. I wasn't ashamed. I was disappointed in myself.
Yeah.
Because I know better. I'm an intelligent man.
Right. That's different
I
from
got
being
some
ashamed,
wisdom about me, but anyway, so yeah, that's the one time I relapsed. But I'll get on this real quick, and so you guys know my story, and if anybody else is watching, if they haven't hung up on us by now, you know they know my story, and I'm not, and it's not something I really didn't like talking about it before. It was you know, well I'll tell you, I'll get into it later. But yeah, I had a hard time for a while, man, because so anyway, I came back from Hawaii and I moved back in 2000 and when was it? 4, I think 2003, 2004, right? And that's when I started Aloha Tinting in Pennsylvania. But anyway, so outside of Pittsburgh. So and anyway, I bumped into somebody. I don't know how I better. I didn't like the girl when I first met her. I thought she was stuck up bitch, and she thought I was an asshole because I was really blunt because she's walking around thinking she's all that, and I was like, whatever. I said, you got about much makeup on the back of your head, I'll slap you in the back of the head, your face would fall off. Anyway, she didn't like that. She got mad at that. She says, you're an asshole.
I'm
And I was
sure
like,
she
that's all right.
did.
Well, she had to come.
Because it's true.
She had to coming because she's a real pretty girl, and she knew she was pretty. One of those that can, bat her eyelashes and think she can get anything she wants. Some of them, you know what I mean. You know what I'm talking about. But
Yeah.
but she turned out to be my best friend for 8 years.
That's
you know
awesome,
what I mean?
man.
And she helped me. Yeah, Maria. I still love her to death, man. We don't talk as often as we should, but anyway. So we were together for 8 years, and the downfall started. I'm clean. I'm good at this time. I got 16 years clean, but not then, but I had 12 years clean. But anyway, bumped into Maria, and everything was great for it. We bought a house, and we invested some money, and we got very lucky with the investments. I got very lucky with the investments, but I say we because she helped me with that. You know what I mean? She was her idea to invest it in this one company, and we did, and it was a solar energy company, and I invested everything I made 1 year. We bought a house that same year with the money that I made because we make. I mean, Christ, you do in Pittsburgh. You do. I mean, come on, man. You do 5, 6. Say you do 4 cars a day on average, 250 to to $300 a day. So that's like $1,000, $1,200 a day. It's $1,000 a day, we'll say. You do that 6 days a week, that's $6,000 a week.
Yeah.
That's 24 grand
Good money.
in a month. That's 240, 280,000 a year. You know what I
Good
mean?
shit.
Yeah. And I'm humping my ass, man. I'm working, and she's like, the first time she stayed at my house, I go downstairs Sunday morning, 2 cars, come up with $550 or whatever. And she's like, you made $550 this morning. I was like, yeah. Because you're selling drugs. And I'm like, no, I'm not. I'm like, yeah. You know what I
Hey,
mean? So,
window
yeah.
tint is
But,
drugs, bro.
yeah.
It's drugs,
Well, you know,
bro.
it can be very easy. So, but, so anyway, 8 years goes on. And then in my grandmother, who I was very close with, my grandmother helped half raise me too. You know, like I said, my dad was a physician. He was never home. So my grandpa passed away
Grandmas,
on
bro.
Thanksgiving Day. And yeah, my grandma's my best friend, bro.
Mine too.
But grandma passed away.
Mine too, bro.
Yeah. Grandma passed away on Thanksgiving Day in
Damn.
2007. And that's what started 6 months after that. And this is all leading up to me coming down here. So that was 2007. Grandma passed away Thanksgiving Day. And then 6 months later, not even 6 months later, my cousin Cookie, who was like my dad's cousin, who was a nurse, she was like my surrogate mother time. She passed away unexpectedly. And that was it. And then 6 months after that, my father passed away. And then 6 months after that, Maria and I, together for 8 years, Maria and I split up. 6 months after that, our St. Bernard Angus that we had, who I loved, is my best friend, man. You know, St. Bernard, you have them dogs that just have that. And anyway, he passed away. And I'm going to tell you what, that was a hard hole to dig.
Right.
So it's like.
Yeah, bro. I need
every 6 months, I'm losing something, you know, for like 2-3 years there. And then by the time Angus passed away, I was already involved with this girl that I had bumped into, and we knew each other in high school, Krista.
Right.
And Krista and I don't know how many relationships you have, but, you know, me working in nightclubs and all that, I've dated all the hoochies. I've seen them all come. I've seen them go. I've heard all the lines. I mean, I got a long list, bro. So,
that man got a Rolodex, bro.
I'm telling you, bro, and I'm not. I don't know if you guys can still see me. I'm trying to stay in the lakes, but anyway. So
you're good, man. You're good. You're good.
And so anyway, Chris and I got together and fell madly, deeply, passionately in love with each other.
Mm-hmm.
And you have those relationships with women, and then you have those ones that come around once in a lifetime, maybe twice in a lifetime, that you have that. You know what I mean? You just got that magic, bro. You know what I'm saying?
I feel you.
You just
when I met my wife,
bro. You click hard. That's what I'm talking about. Like that.
Yeah.
Michael Sink.
You just click hard. And Chris and I, that was us. But in the same sense, after 5 months, 6 months of being with her, I realized, and she told me she had a pill problem. She was addicted to pain pills. And so.
Which one? Like Percocets or Oxys or what?
Dude, Oxycontins, fucking Roxys. I mean, this girl, I saw her do 8 can of 60s one day.
God,
you know what I mean? She used to get a prescription. Listen, Krista, I'm sorry, baby, I'm talking about you, but I mean, it's the truth. So she used to get a prescription for 90 Ativan every month. And they were gone in 4 days.
Jesus Christ.
I don't blame that. That shit was fucking prescribed to her, dog.
Oh, yeah.
The only people we got to blame from that is the fucking doctor.
I know.
Like the doctor
anyway,
on Netflix,
so,
bro.
I just watched it.
Been watching it, so yeah.
For the next year and a half. Now, mind you, this is the love of my life right now. You know, not to take anything away from any of the other women that I've spent time with, because I've spent time with some extraordinary women, and I'm very blessed. Like I said, man, and I like to think I'm a pretty good dude. You know what I mean?
You are.
So I'm not an asshole. So, but anyway, I do anything I can. You know, we do some stupid things when we're in love. So for the next year and a half, I watched Krista completely destroy her life and go from a vibrant, beautiful woman to just a shell of a person. And it got to the point, now this was in Pittsburgh, outside of Pittsburgh. It got to the point where I was going, and I'll be very blunt about this, and if anybody thinks differently of me, then I don't really give a damn, so I care less. I've been called worse by much better anywhere around here, that's for damn sure. So, but it got to the point where I was doing this shit. I was going, you know, hey, you know who I am? All right, listen, you sell Chris any more pills, and you see these two guys, I'm going to have them come back here at 3 o'clock in the morning, drag you out of the house, and club your fucking head with a baseball bat. You understand? Don't sell her no more pills. And that didn't go over good because I'm not that type. I'm not that type of person anymore.
Yeah.
And I'm not, you know, I had to leave because there was 2 choices I had. I either had to leave her alone or leave the area because someone was going to get hurt, either me or something, whatever. So I told her, I said, here's what we're going to do. I'm going to take you away from here. We're going to leave. And she was all for it. So I have a friend down here, and it was going to hook me up. And remember, I'm retired at this time because when I met her, I ended up giving my shop to my manager. He took it over, all that. And I got money in the bank. I didn't care, right? So,
no, hold on, Mike. Let me ask you a question. And I know I don't mean to interrupt. Did you give it up to help? Did you give it up to help your lady, or did you give it up? That's good, dude. That's fucking awesome, dude.
I did.
Like, to me, in my fucking book, bro, to give my fucking business away, the good thing is my wife's business, but to give her business away, no, but dude, that takes a lot of balls, man. That takes a lot of pride. It shows that you are interested, dude. And dude, that takes a lot, man, to move from one place, and you've already experienced it about getting out of a situation because you're trying to change. You're trying to change it. Dude, that's fucking, in my book, dog, in my fucking book, like, I don't know what it means to the world, but to me, dude, that's fucking awesome.
Yeah. Appreciate that. But I mean, it's not very hard to do when, and again, I'm not bragging, don't think I am. It's not hard to do when you got a chunk of money in the bank. You know, you pretty much do whatever you want. So, and I was like that. It was like, okay, I can go and I can afford it.
You had financial security to do what you wanted to. So
you know, like
there's nothing wrong with that. So
some of my friends now, and I have a close group of friends. There's 4 or 5 of us. We try to go to 3 or 4 Formula One races a year over in Europe. Of course, right now I can't. So, but they're like me. You're out of your fucking mind, dude. You're out of your mind. Yeah. What are you doing, bro? So anyway, they're like, why are you even working, bro? Why aren't you just chilling out, living on a beach in Hawaii, smoking dope, braiding hair for a living, or doing whatever I'm saying. And I have a home in Hawaii, so I don't get to visit as much as I would like to. But, so anyway, so I was going to bring Krista down to Roanoke. We picked Roanoke, Virginia. Yeah. I had a friend down there who I went to college with, and his wife was the finance manager at a BMW Audi dealership, and it was like I could do 4 or 5 cars a week for them to keep myself busy, you know what I mean? And that's $1,200 or whatever. Well, I can live on that, $5,000 a month. I'm cool with that for right now. Plus, I got money in the bank, so I don't give a shit. So the 2 days before we were supposed to move, she backed out. She didn't want to come, and I was angry with her, and I left. And I said, you know what? I'm leaving. That's it. And I left. I left her. And so I came down. I mean, I had commitments to people, and not that I could change those, but I was angry with her. You know what I mean? We had all this planned, and I'm thinking, she's already destroyed most of her life, and she kind of pulled me down with her too, me helping her. So I came, and a week later, she called, and she's like, listen, it was a Monday. She called and she said, I'm in love with you. I want to come with you. Come get me. And I said, are you sure you're going to come? Because I'm not wasting the trip, and I'm not doing this anymore, Chris. I can't do this anymore. Yeah. I'm empty. And she said, yeah, I'm coming. And I said, have your shit packed? I said, I'll be home Friday to get you. And
that's cutting out the fucking negativity, bro.
Yep.
Cutting that shit through, and sometimes it hurts us because sometimes
take that leap. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Dude, so I said, out the negativity.
I said, yep. I said, fine. I said, I'll be home Friday. I said, make sure you have your shit packed. I said, because I'm not doing this again. If I come home and you're not coming, that's it. You'll never talk to me again. And now,
But you
mind
come in with
you,
the right mentality. You gotta tell her, right? You do tell her
boundaries.
you gotta come with the right mentality. Like I'm not
yeah,
gonna rescue you because you ran out of money.
yeah, exactly. And so she never made it till Friday. She overdosed and passed away. Would have been early early Thursday morning. I got a call from her daughter.
Damn.
I got a call from her daughter, and she said, "Michael," she said, "Mom's gone." And I said, well, I thought she went to see her sister or her aunt in Texas. That's what I thought. You know, when she said gone, I mean, when you're fucking gone, you're gone. You left. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Yeah,
right.
you
And
left. Yeah.
I said, where? See, at this point, I'd have been in fucking tears before if I was talking about this.
Right.
I'd have been in tears. I'd have had to put the fucking phone down. But anyway, so, uh, yeah, and Mandy said, "Mom's gone," and I said, "What do you mean she's gone? Where did she go?" And she goes, "I said she went to Texas, didn't she?" And she goes, "No," she said, "No, Michael, she's gone." And I was like, "What do you mean gone?" And
yeah,
yeah, that was it. That was the end of that. And um, so yeah, it was yeah, it sucked. But
and it still sucks, right? Yeah.
yeah, the funny thing is, here's the deal. You don't watching a loved one go through an addiction is very painful.
Yeah.
Watching someone you're in love with, you can't describe it, especially if it's one of the million relationships. There is no worse pain that you can possibly go for. And the worst thing about it is this: you don't lose them all one fucking time. You know what I mean? You lose them piece by piece over a very long period. You know, your friends are afraid to mention her name around you. The mail stops coming with her name in letters. The closet still smells like her. You find little fucking things around the house or that you had that were hers that she gave you. Remember little things, and it's like this goes on and on and on and on. It's fucking torture, man. It's just it's yeah. And that's the second time I lost a wife to a drunk driver when I was 19, when I was stationed in Europe. So after Krista passed away, I thought I was fucking cursed. You know what I mean? For a long time, I thought I was just like, okay, maybe it's just meant. Maybe I'm just supposed to, whatever, grow old by myself or whatever. And I'm still single, so it's very hard. And it's not that I can't get over her or I haven't gotten past her. It's that she's mine and I'm hers, and no amount of time's ever going to change that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Nobody's ever going to replace that. And my friends would be like, they kept, and people around me were like, walking on eggshells. They'd be like, are you okay? Are you all right? And I'll be like, I'd be all right if everybody would quit asking me if I'm all right.
Just
No,
fucking,
I'm like, no,
fucking don't say shit.
I'm like, no, I'm not all right. It'll never be all right. It'll never, ever be all right. Never. And no one's ever going to fill that void. But so anyway, I got stuck down here in Roanoke by myself. And after she passed away, I fucking went ballistic. I mean, I went out and just didn't really give a shit. I started using again. I started using heroin, which I never, ever used heroin in my life. And I think, but my use was very regimented. I never used needles. I hate needles, man. Fuck that. I can't. I never even gave blood. Now, if God wanted me to give blood, he'd have put a faucet in my fucking arm. So no, you ain't getting none of my blood. Hell no. So it was, but it was like, and I'm not proud about this, but here's how fucked up my thinking was. I'd get up in the morning, and I still do this, and I've always done this most of my life. I get up in the morning and I'll say my prayers, and I'll get my cup of coffee and a cigarette, and then I'll go out on the porch and I'll just say another prayer and just open the Bible or whatever page it is and read it. And most of the time, when I read it, it's kind of like you're kind of like looking around thinking like somebody's watching me, man, because this directly relates to what I'm dealing with or what I'm going through that day. You know what I mean? To the point where it's scary, bro. It's like, all right, someone's watching.
Yeah.
But let me tell you something. Let me tell you something, Mike. That's your conscience.
Yep.
That's your fucking fucking
I
conscious.
know.
You
Every
know what
time.
you know what you need to be doing,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
then it
Yeah.
fucks with you
And
when
then,
you're not doing what you're supposed to
yeah.
do.
Well, no, you're doing what you're doing, but when you open that Bible, when you just open up to any page and you read it, and it directly correlates to what you're going through,
Right.
or something like that, it's kind of like, wow, okay, all right, I believe you, Lord, I believe you, I got you, I'm on it. So, but yeah, I was doing that, and then I was snorting my little line of heroin because I didn't think the Lord would be. I thought He'd be upset with me if I snorted a line of heroin and then read the Bible. So I read my daily Bible reading, then I'd snort my line of heroin, and then I would do, yeah, for real, for real.
That's a good
And then,
regimen.
and
That's
then,
a good
and then,
little regimen. You got my nose
and
itching.
then, yeah, and then I would do a line at lunch, and I'd do a line at dinner, and that was it. I was done. And subconsciously, I think that I was doing it to show her, hey, I could control it. How comes you couldn't? Why
Right.
can't you control
No. And
it?
again,
You know what I mean?
time
Which,
out, time out, time out,
exactly.
time out, time out. Dude, I've been there. I've been an addict. I'm still an addict. I don't give a fuck what people think of me.
Nice.
But what I'm trying to say is like it's the pride. It
Yeah.
all starts with pride. Is
Yep.
whenever we think we can do it by ourselves,
Right.
we can do it all
Right.
by ourselves.
Yep.
It's just we
Right.
have to fucking understand that we cannot do it by ourselves, that we have to have a higher being or a higher mentality kind
Right.
of person. You know
Yep.
what I mean? In
Yep.
our lives, you know what I
Yep.
mean? And if you don't have the higher person in your life, like your mom, your wife, or whatever, that
Yep.
still stick through you with
Yeah.
you
You're right.
through
You're
all
absolutely
the
right.
shit, you gotta believe in the higher power.
Yeah,
In
you
the
have
higher,
to.
whatever it is, it could be a tent
Yep.
god. It could
Yep.
be the
You're right.
the
You're right.
almighty Opha. You know what I mean?
So
Like it could be anything. It
here,
could be Johnny Boo, bro.
yeah,
It could be Johnny
exactly.
Bro.
I got you.
Dude,
You're right.
every time I think about how my day's gonna go, I think about what would Johnny Bo do. And let me tell you a little bit about Johnny Bo. Johnny Bo is like
No.
a Louisiana.
Hey, I gotta wrap this up though. It's 9:30, bro.
Let me
Yeah.
finish. I'll finish real quick.
Go ahead.
Let me finish this real quick. We'll have to do this again. But anyway, so I started. It got crazy, right? And I was using it at the time, and then it was pills and heroin and fucking pot, and then finally, and I got fucking pulled over and I got arrested. And I spent 5 months, couldn't even bail myself out of jail for $150. I sat for 5 months in jail. I worked in the kitchen actually, but I was lucky. And with no money, no visits, no phone calls, no
Yeah.
nothing. And I got out on Christmas Day. This is years
Nice.
ago.
Nice.
And I moved to the country. And I went through a bad depression.
The best.
And finally, Lumar, one of my friends at Lumar approached me and said, look, we want you. I was tinting for this dude once in a great while, you know, doing a couple cars a week for him. That was it. So, and I was just sitting in the house, just, you know, crying every other fucking day. And so one of my friends from Lumar came and said, look, what's the chances you opening up another shop in Martinsville? And I was like, are you out of your fucking mind? The reason why is because being born and raised in Hawaii, my daughter, I have a daughter who's 24. Well, she'll be 24, but anyway, she's Japanese, half Japanese. I'm fluent in Japanese. So growing up in Hawaii, you got to learn to speak one of the Asian languages. But anyway, the company that owns Eastman Chemical Company is a Japanese conglomerate, or they own 79% of Eastman. So they thought that it would be a good idea to have a little American tint shop in Martinsville with, guess what? And I'm not just, it's not like I'm some 5-year, 10-year tinner. I mean, I'm fairly good at what I do. You know what I mean? I got a pretty good reputation in the industry. But anyway, I would like to think so anyway. So, but guess what? They bring the VIPs over to this little tint shop to, guess what? The owner speaks Japanese. How nice is that?
Nice.
That's great. Would have worked out great. And then there's a whole other story I got for you, and this is a really good one. Why I left Lumar. But anyway, long story
That's
short,
part two.
that's part two.
Part
Yeah.
two.
So that's how I ended up there. I ended up leaving Lumar and went with Solar Guard, and I'm quite content and quite happy with it. I'm to the point now where I can pick and choose my clients. But everything that I've been through, and
That's good.
you know, like I said, it's just every time I talk about it with somebody and get that in depth about it, it gets a little bit easier to talk with or whatever. And it's like Mary, my secretary. Mary's always like,
Right.
you know, you need to find somebody. And I'm like, listen, when the Lord sees fit to put a woman in my life, I'll be the third person to know.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. we've had a consistency of 8 people watching, and the same 8 people are here because they love you, dude. We have to
I
wrap
love
this shit up.
you guys. Let's go.
What
We're good.
what is your last, like, for the people who are watching, like, they love you, they've been staying here consistently, just hearing your story, dude. I want to call you after this phone call, but I just got home from my
No,
job.
we're good. You got to
But
wait.
we
Yo,
will,
man, I
will,
understand.
we
Now,
will, I
yeah.
will call you. I will call you, or I'll message you. But Mr. Mike, give us
What's-
something to end the night with, like your last final
thought, like one phrase or anything, like one piece of advice you can give everybody
a
watching.
piece of advice?
Yep.
Yeah, a piece of advice.
Piece of
man.
advice.
After everything you just talked about,
Yeah.
a little piece of advice.
What do you want people to take out of this podcast?
When I die, make sure you bury me upside down so the world can kiss my ass. No, I'm just joking about that. Seriously, on a serious note, here's what I say. I would say, be yourself, especially do not fiend affection, for in the face of all aridity and disenchantment, it is as perennial as the grass.
I love it.
Wait. Can you explain that? Hold on. Can you say that a little slower?
I knew that was gonna fuck him up. I knew that was
Yeah, you fucked me up.
knew it.
Because I heard grass. I'm like, am I supposed to get high or what?
No.
Again?
See, that's that addict mentality. You better call me after this. We need to have a conversation.
Damn it, Johnny.
No,
Yeah.
I would say, do not be yourself. Do not fiend affection. Don't look for affection, but neither be cynical. Neither be cynical about love, because in the face of all aridity and disenchantment, it is as perennial as the grass.
I love it.
Thanks. Okay, now I understood it.
Comes around
Dude,
all the time.
Mike, we went over.
Wait.
I know we
way
did.
over the time that we did, because I felt like Shady got caught up on his birthday paragraph, so we had to go longer. I'm kidding, Shady. I'm kidding.
Hey.
No, but dude, your story really impacts me because I've been there. I think we've, like, I'm not gonna speak for anybody else, but like I feel like we've been there, and we became window tinters, and then we became the people that we are now. And that thing that you just said about us, don't look for affection, is the reason why we don't do this for fame. We do this for therapy.
Yeah, for fun.
We do it for fun. We do it for to get people like you,
or anybody.
Or
I think
anybody.
I think that we are all those people way before the profession came. And I think we all ended up being drawn to that profession because all of us, well, most of us have artistic personalities. And what goes hand in hand with artistic personalities are, unfortunately, addictive personalities. And that's why we're a unique breed. And I won't say we're all strange. We're just limited editions.
Dude,
we're just a limited edition.
We're all strange, bro. We're all fucking weird.
We're all fucking weird. I love your final thought, bro. We are out. We are out.
Love y'all.
Thank you so much.
I love you guys.
Thank you so much, Mr. Mike.
Thank you
guys.
for coming on the show, dude. I enjoyed the shit out of it. I'm just saying.
Had a good time. We'll have to do it again. We'll have to do it again sometime.
Definitely.
Peace. I love you guys. Hey, remember, no fingers, no creases, no zippers, no trash.
Nice.
Yeah.
Right. That should have been the final thought. Bye.